Tell us about the currency of social TV around the power, what's going on around TV programming, both the programs, the commercials that are seen, what you guys are following, tabulating, and sort of what the currency or value of all that is.
Well, there's a consumer phenomenon now with everybody connected while they watch TV. There's a very large group of people that are being social, while they're watching television. And that has implications, I think, for networks and advertisers and agencies. On the network side, networks are very interested in that real-time feedback loop about what people are saying about their TV shows, and then they're looking for ways to maximize the amount of engagements around their program to drive reach and awareness of their program and hopefully tune in. So that's kind of a very strong use case that the networks have established over the last couple of years. On the agency and advertiser side, I think agencies and advertisers are increasingly interested in understanding how they can leverage social data to optimize and maximize the amount of earned media that is being driven from their TV campaigns.
So tell us how that's rolling out, or how clients are using it on the media buying side.
Sure. So for clients looking to do media buys, when they're making decisions about what program they should advertise in, now they're starting to look and say, okay, these two programs have very similar TV ratings and very similar demos. But there's this one program that has an outsized proportion of social volume, higher engagement. And what our data shows is that if the advertiser is interested in one of their goals being to drive earned media for their brand for this TV campaign, advertising in that social program has a much greater likelihood of driving earned media. On the network side, from a programming standpoint, networks are looking at social information while the show airs to understand where were the spikes in the program that elicited the greatest response. As a result of kind of being able to understand which were those parts of the show that really drove conversation, they then know which are the clips that they should distribute across their platforms and other social platforms. So from a content distribution standpoint, in terms of trying to maximize the amount of continued conversation for the program, that's the way that networks are using that kind of in that feedback loop.
And for the agencies and for the creative?
Well, from a creative standpoint, every TV campaign has the potential to be a social TV campaign, meaning that there are the people who are watching television now are connected and they are responding to advertisements. And I think the thing that advertisers and agencies are most interested in is understanding if I did this sponsorship or this integration within this TV program, what was the actual social response to that? Did I change behavior in the way that group of audience that saw that integration and sponsorship, the way that they tweeted about my brand before, and then the way that they tweeted about my brand after the campaign? So that's like the new metrics that we're able to measure today that advertisers are responding to.
Tell me how you guys measure the social impact.
Okay, so today we measure the Twitter response to television in the United States, Italy, Australia, and Mexico through a product called the Nielsen Twitter TV ratings. So basically what we do is we look at what's airing and we get that information from an electronic programming guide data source, so we know exactly what's on TV. And then based on what's on TV, we have a set of classifiers that we use to measure whether people are using those classifiers in their conversation. We ingest the Twitter fire hose and we match that against our classifiers, and then we say, okay, this is a tweet about TV that happened during a certain window while the show was airing. And then from there, we not only stop with the activity measurement, but then we also measure the reach of that tweet, meaning how many people actually saw that tweet across Twitter's owned and operated platforms. And then finally, measuring the demographics. Who are the people who are tweeting about the programs, the age and gender, and also the age and gender of people who are being reached by those tweets.